right, everybody, let's get back. If you have not sat back down, stand if you would like. I would love to take a moment to just come together. There's a few things that I would love to just let you know about in terms of some prizes that are going out today. And I'd also, of course, want to just take a few moments to say thank you to a few people because this would not be possible without them. Let's start off with the prizes. The following people will be receiving an email from us. Ian Senior, because I saw a bingo from you. Stephen, you came first in our space room escape, so there's a prize coming your way as well. Scott, you were second place, so you're getting a prize too. Caroline, I saw a bingo from you as well, so you're getting a prize coming your way, and Felicity. So thank you all so much for that. Please let us know if you don't receive that email. I just wanted to take a moment before we do a debrief together to say a quick thank you to everybody who's attended today. We could not do this if you weren't such a fabulous community and it wasn't so interactive and you weren't as vulnerable with your shares and as open as what you are. So thank you so, so much for being here. I also want to say a huge, massive, ginormous, I can't think of any other words, thank you to Michelle. I could not do this without Michelle. And just so you know, this would not have even been happening because I have been in hospital with my son. And if it wasn't for Michelle, this would not be happening. So I would just like to say a huge, massive thank you to Michelle. Michelle does so much behind the scenes. And I would love to just, everyone, if we can give a massive round of applause. Thank you. Thank you so much, Michelle. I would also love to thank Najma and Aisha for doing the amazing work that they do as Profit First Guides. My son, Aitan, who actually did a whole heap of the box packing for me. So a shout out to him. A shout out to Adam as well, who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes at home, moving house, allowing us to be here today. And of course, my teams in my other businesses that allow me to spend the time with you to pull this event together. So thank you all so, so much.
Give money.
Sorry?
From your jar. Get it from your jar. I forgot all about it.
Okay, I'm assuming that was a mistake, that one. Cool. And that's what I wanted to say just quickly in terms of the thank yous, but we really, really, really could not do this without you. You're such a fabulous community and we absolutely appreciate you. I would love to take a moment to share what your biggest takeaway has been for the day, what has been your biggest surprise, and whether or not this has met your expectations. So feel free to either unmute, pop it in the chat. Let's have a bit of a conversation now before we go on to acknowledge some other members. Don't be shy.
I'll go. So for me, I didn't have any expectations. I knew it would be amazing, whatever you pulled together, because I think that's one of your superpowers is being able to listen to us all, see what we all need, and then condense it down and give us that exact thing by the right person at the right time. So I'd have to go back through my notes. I don't think I could pick a favorite because I think I've gotten something out of everything that will make a big change once I action it in my business. So thank you, everybody.
Awesome. And that's key, is that we have a whole heap of great information, but let's take some action, and we'll continue to take this action together in our open offices and in our community. Did anybody else want to share something? Did you have a question that you'd love the group to give their thoughts on before we move on to the awards?
Can I talk? Because I have to always say something.
Sure.
No, personally, so I work on the Adroit side with Laura, and there's a few of us here today. It was just really great to see the Profit First team and how open and honest everyone was, and all the speakers were engaging and funny, and it wasn't boring for 1 second. Do you know what I mean? It was amazing, and it was really great to see the other side of things in action, and what the community and the relationships you've built in the Adroit side also exists and Profit First side as well. So that's clearly another superpower you have. Building great teams.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can I just add, nothing's ever boring with Laura.
I
Or
think
not,
what
no.
I'd like to share is there's a book, Brene Brown, who wrote a couple of leadership books, and she talks about when she gets on stage, whether she was nervous or not. And she used to say that she always just looks at and remembers that everyone in the audience is still just people. Doesn't matter if they've got a name or a title, that she's talking to QCs, or it doesn't matter. She just says to herself, don't be nervous, they're just people. And I often reflect on that. And when I look at this group and I see the openness and the honesty and the vulnerability that we were able to share in a closed group, it brings it back home to me that we are all just people doing our best we can, and we're all at different levels. But like that saying was right at the end there, like the rising tide raises all the boats. I think that's what I've taken out of today. You just see that power of that group work, that we can get there together, and it doesn't matter if you're having a shit day or a hard time. We should just reach out more to each other to make sure we get through that, and because we've all got different skills we can bring to it.
If I could just add to that, like that was well said, Mark. I think like what was probably really good was that, Dale was a great speaker. He's always so engaging, but just that roadmap to success, some really good takeaways. And for me, I just really love this whole, running a monthly webinar and actually getting your clients and your contacts in and introducing them to your network. Like, everyone's got something really great in here to add. Like, I'd love to be able to do the same thing and get Laura in there to do that, just to pump up, Profit First, and just doing stuff like that. Even Najma, actually, it's really hard pick, do you go Laura or Najma? But yeah, like that was great. And then, hearing from Mike, I mean, that he was actually speaking to us. I listened to his podcast, but he was speaking to us this time, just instead of just speaking to the world. So that's just like a massive takeaway.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And I can see there's been a number of takeaways, and that you've got something out of every speaker, and that was the idea. There's definitely 3 books coming your way. So we will continue that conversation. Thank you all again. If I can just get Michelle to share her screen, we're going to dive into recognizing some PFPs who have been certified for 5 years or more. Okay, the first PFP that I would like to recognize is, drum roll, getting to the next slide. Alex Wood. So Alex has been certified since the 13th of June, 2016. Alex was certified originally in the US and has been a member since then, and has continued to be certified and is doing amazing things in the world. So thank you so much, Alex, for all that you continue to do and for being a part of this community. It's an absolute milestone to be certified for 5+ years. So thank you. Just a side note, Alex, did you receive the gift that arrived for your 5 years? If you have, did you want to open that and share that? We have been told it's been delivered, so hopefully it's got to the right place. The next person that I would love to recognize for being certified for 5 years or longer is Najma Khan. Again, Najma is an absolute beacon in this community and is always giving so much, and has been a certified member for this long, since the 29th of August 2016. Najma, if you have your little box that has arrived, feel free to share that as well. And the next person that I would like to share this congratulations with is Phil Shepherd. So Phil has also been certified for 5 years since the 7th of September 2016. So congratulations, Phil. I believe that they are the 3 people that are 5 years certified or more. We do have a few more people that will be coming up to their 5th year by the end of this year or next year. And to answer the question in terms of the poll that we put up before, which is how many years combined certified experience do we have in Australia and New Zealand? It is 45 years. So I wanted to share that with you all. Thank you so much. Now on to some more awards. The next award was where we asked our community to, nominate and choose 2 people in our community. That one is the go-giver, so someone who is basically sharing with the Profit First, helping, doing all that they possibly can to give as part of the community, whether it's in the membership, outside of the membership. And then we have the biggest impact. So someone who has been nominated by their peers for the biggest impact that they've had by, getting Profit First out into the world. So without further ado, I wish I had like a drum set just for this. No surprises here. The community has voted for Najma Khan as the go-giver this year. Thank you so much for all that you do, Najma. You turn up even when things are really hard, and you will always help. You're always happy, and you are such a passionate advocate for Profit First. So thank you so, so much. I believe you should have also received your little trophy. So I would love it if you could share that. Thank you very much. And the second award goes to Katie. Katie, you have been voted as the biggest impact. What people wrote was that your ability to be able to have written the book, Profit First for Tradies, getting it out into the world and always showing up and sharing and talking about Profit First, has led the community to choose you as the biggest impact this year. So thank you so, so much for everything that you have done. I really appreciate it. And thank you all for nominating and being a part of those nominations. All right. I just wanted to say again, a big thank you for you all being here and for all that you continue to do. I know that I wish I could acknowledge all of you because you all do your part in some way. And the fact that you are so interactive and do so much for each other really warms my heart. And I love seeing how Profit First now is like everyone knows about it. So when Profit First came to Australia, the HQ in 2018, it was hard work trying to get people to understand what the hell Profit First was. And it wasn't just some gimmick that was written in a book. And, Mike speaks quite freely about that. And it's because of you. It's because of how you are all taking this out into the world and sharing what Profit First is in your networks. And I really do ask that you collaborate further together because you all have strengths in different areas and you could be impacting even more people. Do not forget that you have a whole team here. You've got access to one-on-one support, you've got access to group support, and you have access to each other. So thank you all so much for being here again today. And I'm going to wrap it up. And let's look forward to the next in-person event together. As soon as COVID allows us to make that decision, we will be letting you all know. So thank you so much.